When cancer hit me, everything changed. I was feeling that I'm losing myself again, and somehow I have to find a help for me. When I got to know about the past life, is it? Is there any past life like this? And he said, yes, there is. We are all reincarnated, and we are here for some purpose, Shilpa. New hope is like, giving a hope to the people for the new life.
Absolutely.
Here we do hypnotherapy for stress management, anger management, phobia, traumas, all those things. Spiritual past life is all about going to your past, knowing whether it is good or bad. It's all about karma.
When life throws challenges at us, it's very difficult to wade through it and come out shining on the other side. But our guest for today, Shilpa Kalbag, has exactly done that. A cancer survivor, Shilpa had to go through a lot of challenges in her life, but the outcome of this journey is something that is very fascinating and something that we would like to share with our viewers today. Shilpa is the founder of New Hope, a therapy clinic that helps people with anxiety, depression, spiritual past life, NLP, and many more things. In this conversation, let us find out about how Shilpa overcame these challenges and what led to the creation of New Hope. Welcome, Shilpa, to Beyond Her Story. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Sneha, for giving me this opportunity, and I'm really overwhelmed to be here. It's a great opportunity for me also to reach people out there. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
You're welcome, Shilpa. Definitely, we would like more people to hear these stories, which will inspire our audience as well to understand that whatever challenges life throws at you, I mean, there are ways you can handle them. And I think we definitely would like to know more about your journey. Because as we all know, going through difficult situations and coming out of it stronger is not easy.
Yes.
So if I ask you today, how or what was Shilpa before cancer hit her, and how have you changed post figuring out that you have cancer and figuring out that you have survived it?
Yes, Neha, the thing is, I was like a homemaker. My world was only the children, husband, in-laws. This was my family. This was my world actually.
Yeah.
And when cancer hit me, everything changed because first when it was like the symptoms was like nausea was there and I had pain and all. We thought it was gastritis and we went to a gastroenterologist. After the endoscopy, I was diagnosed that it's not gastritis, it is cancer. Tumor turned cancer. And immediately they started the chemotherapy, the treatment, and it lasted for 6 months.
Okay.
Because every 15 days I had to go for chemotherapy in Manipal itself only. After 6 months, regular follow-up started like CT scan and other things. Everything it got started. Slowly, I got back to my normal situation, but still there was something which is I was not happy, not satisfying me from inside. There is something which is still there.
Okay.
It was there inside me, and after slowly my situation, my family, we all got back to normal life, back to my normal life. So me as a homemaker and my husband has a business. He started going back to office and everything.
And by this time, your cancer was completely cured?
Yeah, but still, every 6 months, me and my husband used to go to hospital for their follow-ups, checkups, regular checkups, and all. Whether they had to scan whether anything which is left out in my body that can trigger again. Everything was going normal. We were happy until 2012.
Okay.
So that was the moment when we lost our father-in-law. So that 2012 changed my entire life, I would say, because there's saying that even if you are to your normal, the society will never let you
Be-
be. They'll keep on reminding the things.
Yes.
You had to undergo this chemotherapy, this treatment, that treatment. What if you have not survived at that time? That triggered me, and my thought process started again. What if at the time, if I have not survived,
Yeah.
what would have happened to my children? What would be the life of my children and my husband at that time?
Actually, that's true, Shilpa, because I think we all know that the environment that we live in and the society's comments are something that makes us actually start overthinking, I think, at some point in life,
Yes.
right? And I'm sure that for you, surviving this and coming out of it would have felt like a good thing, but I think these comments would have.
Yeah, that really triggered me at that time. That was
Yeah.
a triggering point, I would say, because I had totally forgotten about that.
Yeah. It
And
was what, 2 years after your
yeah,
2
2
to
to
3
3
years.
years, I
Yeah.
would say.
Okay. So, when such kind of situations happen, every person reacts differently.
Yes.
So, what was your reaction? Like, how did you come out of it?
When that happened to me, after that we came back to our house. I was alone there. Thought process started again. Everything, somewhere I thought, I was feeling that I'm losing myself again, and somehow I have to find a help for me. So I sat and googled. I found a counselor in 17 Cross Malleshwaram, Bangalore. Basics, the clinic name was Basics.
What do they do?
He is a psychotherapist,
Okay.
NLP master practitioner, masters, and spiritual past life regressionist.
Okay.
His name is Dr. Jaychandra. And when I approached them, both he and his wife, Anuradha Jaychandra, I approached them. They welcomed me. It's a warm welcome for me. I sat, and at first I was like, should I share? Can I share my thoughts with these people and all? And later they made me feel very comfortable that no need to worry. You can feel free to share your thoughts and everything, whatever the issue you're going through. So then I just spoke about my issue. I told them this is what is happening. And after 2 years, I had to go. I have been going through severe headache.
Okay.
Severe headache that it lasted up to, once it starts, it lasts up to 2 to 3 days.
And this was after you were out of cancer?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of cancer. And that pain was, sometimes I skipped my lunch, I skipped my food also, and I used to sleep for hours. So this is what was happening with me. And then I said that this is the thing what is happening with me. And they said, okay, we'll do some sessions, we'll see if we can find anything in this life. If we have something which is stored in your subconscious mind.
Okay.
So that's how we started.
So that was like a session for you, which included counseling and hypnotherapy, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And when it started, we started with counseling first.
Okay.
And then slowly the age regression.
Mm-hmm.
When they said that there is nothing in this life, I don't find much about it, Shilpa. So I think this is somewhere is related to your past.
So when you say age regression, is it that they take you to your childhood and other parts of your life that you have lived to see if there are any issues there?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
That was, they took me to my, I think I was 32 at that time. They took me to my 28 years, back me to 28, then 25, then 22, then 20, then slowly back to my childhood and all, to see or encounter any issue
Mm-hmm.
I have been facing at that time and all. And those memories will be stored in our
Subconscious.
subconscious mind.
Yeah.
So this is how it happened. When they said that now, when he said that, I don't find anything, Shilpa, here, maybe related to your past. Let's
Past
try
life,
this.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's try this. That time I got to know about the past life and reincarnations and all.
Okay. So before that, you absolutely had no idea about, or we would have heard in Hindu scriptures and things
Hmm.
like that. But I think, like you said, nowadays at least we see a lot of people talking about
Hmm.
past life and things like that. But maybe it was what, 10, 12 years, 10
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
And I think that time it was not very much known, right?
Yeah, that time it was not very much known. Nobody used to believe, I would say. Nobody, क्या बेकार की चीज है. And I always remember that we used to say, शायद पिछले जन्म में मैंने कुछ बुरे कर्म किए होंगे.
Correct.
That was the we used to say spontaneously. You know, we
Correct.
always say that
True.
whenever whatever goes wrong.
Correct.
So I used to say, okay. Then when I got to know about the past life, is it? Is there any past life like this? And he said, yes, there is. We are all reincarnated and we are here for some purpose, Shilpa.
Okay.
That's what he said. And then, okay, this is something new to me. Let's give it a try. So I said, okay, fine, we'll go through this. And the session started.
Okay.
And I found myself in a, I can't explain in words what that experience was. It was really amazing. And that person itself is an amazing person, I would say. He's very genuine, and I'm really very thankful to that person, Dr. Jayachandra, because after that past life therapy and all, my life completely changed.
Okay. So at the end of it, were your headaches all gone?
Yeah.
At the end
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
I would say 95%.
Okay. So was it this that led you to the next phase of your journey of learning these things and going on a path of creating new hope?
Yes. Actually, Jayachandra had played a very important, a big role in my life, I would say, and I'm really very thankful to him. I'm very grateful to him. He said that when my therapy sessions and everything finished, we completed with that. He said that, why, Shilpa, why don't you join us? I would say, so he's having a big heart to say that, come and join me.
Yeah.
I would like to teach you, because you can go out and help others also, because there are many people who are suffering, facing many words. I would say, and I would like to say that I'm much better than them. My life is much better than them who was suffering worse life, I would say. Was facing so many challenges, and they might have seen worse than this.
Correct.
Yeah. So I said, I'm glad to join you, because it's a big opportunity for me. And he has given me a platform where I can grow, personality development, where I can grow, learn so many things. And he has taught me so many, not only he and his wife, Anuradha madam also. She was there throughout my journey, I would say. So I completed my level 1, level 2, level 3 successfully. And after that, when I started practicing, I started attending the clients. That helped me to open a new hope clinic, therapy clinic.
When was this, when you were a part of their clinic and attending to clients?
2014 and 2015 between.
Okay. So at that time, were people aware of these things and they used to come and get the sessions done even at that time?
Not many people, not much, but few people who were aware of these things going through. At that time, many IT companies were there, and people would come and approach us for the relaxation and all.
Like more like a counseling session and things like that. Okay.
Stress management, everything. They had to go under stress because they were all working in corporate companies.
So, at what point did you decide that you have to start New Hope?
After attending few uh, clients and all, and my mentors were also they were planning to shift and all. So I thought of why not I start. The idea was given by my mentor itself only, Jayachandra. Why don't you start for yourself?
Okay.
You will learn so many things, and it will be a great experience for you also.
Correct.
So at that time I thought, when he said this, okay, why not, I'll go for this. And that it happened like that. The
Okay.
New Hope happened like that.
Okay. So let's talk more about New Hope. If you can share what are the things that you do and what is your main focus. And see, basically, our audience may want to know how will it help them. So if we can focus a bit on that, it will be nice.
Yeah, New Hope, actually, this name was given by my mentor itself, Jayachandra. New Hope is like, giving a hope to people for the new life.
Absolutely.
Here we do hypnotherapy for stress management, anger management, phobia, traumas, all those things. So we do therapies here. Spiritual past life is all about going to your past, knowing whether it is good or bad. It's all about karma, about our past. I would like to say this specifically. I would like to say this. Past life is all about our doings of bad or good karma in our past, which is carried to this life.
Okay.
So many people say, I have everything, success, everything, but still I'm not able to find the peace. I'm still struggling in my life. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Even if you go through the age regression, you don't find anything there, because that person is doing really good, and he or she had a very good life from their parents and all, but still they are not happy. What may be the reason? So this is all based on our karmas.
Okay.
And I mainly focus on past life.
So basically, in your sessions, you take people to their past life.
Yes.
And what happens after the session? Is it like if you've carried some baggage from your past life, it is released? Like, if you can just explain a bit of that.
Yeah. I'll give you one example, case
Hmm.
where one person came to me and he said that he's having a phobia of flying in plane. As soon as he gets into the plane, his body shivers, and he says that no, he'll immediately come out.
Okay, he's never flown.
He's never. So I said, maybe because of your anything that happened in your childhood. That he said, no, I had never been all this. And he also shared that in his dreams he used to dream that he and other passengers were traveling and plane crashes. That's how he dies. And when that happens, his body freezes, freezes, and whenever he wants to call out for the help from family, he is not able to do that.
Okay.
And the whole day his mood will be off, frustrated. He won't be doing anything. He's also not able to concentrate on his work properly.
Okay.
That's how he complained to me. Then I felt something it's related to his past, because whenever he sees plane, he says something is going to happen. That's what he's feeling. And when I took him to his past, he said that yes, when he was traveling to some other country, one of his planes wing caught fire, and it was his plane lost the balance, control on everything or whatever it is, and it fell off, and he died, and other people died. From then, I think from that was the trauma which he was carrying to his life. When I said, I took him back to his past and said, I suggested him to forget, let go of that fear and all. what is past, but to live in this life, he has to forget all those things and let go of everything. And later, when he came back, he said, I'm feeling very light, and thank you so much, Shilpa. I think I can fly now. That's
Wow.
what he said.
Yeah. So I think the blocks that you have, or like you said, the baggage that you carry, that is what impacts.
Yes, it
Yeah.
impacts.
Mm.
It see when these things happen in your past, many of them are not able to forget those things because they may not remember in this life, but somewhere in our subconscious mind, a mind which carries our soul knows what happened in our previous life. It carries so many memories.
Yeah.
So that we carry that in this life also. Somewhere we don't remember. We can even say that I don't remember anything.
Mm.
Only dreams come. That is a bad dream,
Mm.
and I can forget that dream. But many they don't forget
Correct.
because that consistently that dream will be they'll be dreaming the same dream.
Okay.
So that affects somewhere that affects.
Okay. So my understanding is that having these sessions will help you. If the phobias are from, let's say, past life or something that you're carrying, then through these sessions, we can actually forgive, forget, and move on with this current life.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you let go of things or forget or anyone from your family or at that time in your past had done something, until you forgive them or forget everything and drop the baggage there, you will not able to continue live peacefully here. Even though you are having everything, you're living your life peacefully, happily, but there is something which is there inside you, which is not letting you.
I think this was really a amazing session, Shilpa. Especially, the things that you have gone through, and like I said in my introduction, when you come out on the other side, shining brighter, and another thing that you're doing is helping out other people. I think it's really very nice and very commendable. And thank you for sharing your journey, because I know it's not easy to talk about the past and the challenges that you've gone through. But I know that you wanted to share this with other people so that they also get inspired and see that there are different ways that you can overcome whatever comes in your life. So thank you for sharing this.
Thank you, Sneha, for giving me this opportunity, because there are many people outside who are still suffering and they are not able to find the answers for their problems.
Yeah,
So this is a great opportunity for me to help them,
correct.
to guide them, I would say.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll leave the link to your connections, like if you have a email ID or your Instagram account or something, so that people can get in touch with you to see if there is an answer to their why.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sneha.